Hello, my name's Joe Morell. I'm a program manager with Telligent, and I'd like to walk you through a few features that we're really excited about in the Telligent Enterprise release. Telligent Enterprise is a product based on the Telligent Evolution platform, but is geared towards the intranet, or inside the firewall communities. One of the first big pieces of change with the Telligent Enterprise is the new site navigation. The site navigation is based on a browsing and searching dropdown that I'm going to demo right here. And you can see that the high-level groups are in orange with their children underneath them in white. This allows you to have a quick glance at the most popular groups in your community. It's also possible to go ahead and use the search at the top to go ahead and search ahead and quickly search through all of the groups in your community. Thousands of groups are now easily navigated to with just a few keystrokes. And you can see that the search is instantaneous. We also have the ability to go ahead and allow users to label their own favorite places and use those favorite places as quick navigation items. So I'll click on this, and you can see that the favorite places are there. And you have your groups, wikis, blogs, forums, and even file galleries can be favorited. And so you have a quick way to always jump to those, wherever you are in the community. The user profiles are now extensible and can be linked to LDAP, or Active Directory, which is just another form of LDAP, to allow users to have pre-populated user profiles as soon as they first sign into the system. This allows you to go ahead and quickly start building a community without forcing everybody to fill out the same information again that's already captured in your corporate directory. You can see here that in the sidebar we have basic information and contact modules, and those are actually pulling directly from LDAP. So for George Washington, he didn't need to tell everybody that he's the commander-in-chief. It's already there. You can also see that the biography field allows for rich text and pictures to be inserted by a user. This allows their biography to be much more personal and allows the user to share much more information about themselves. Profiles can also be easily edited inline by clicking the Edit Profile button. You'll see that any of the pink modules are editable by the end user, along with a rich text editor directly inline. Your users are going to be able now to update their profiles and see exactly where the data that they're inputting is going to show up. This is a huge advantage over what we've seen in the past. And the ability to allow George Washington here to go ahead and insert his Google IM and his Windows Live IM addresses and be able to save that profile. Another common request for people is, I want to be able to customize all of our users' profiles to be able to show more information. Maybe there's something special in our community that we want to be able to share, and it wasn't something that was built into the product out of the box. Before, this required some database skills and knowledge of programming, but now we can quickly enter the Edit Profile mode, drag and drop a new user profile widget directly on the page, and edit the settings of that widget to pull from any user profile field group that has been created in the system. These are managed in the control panel. You can also choose between the contextual user or the accessing user to pull the data from. We're going to stick with contextual. And you can choose to make the profile fields read-only if they're getting pulled from LDAP and you don't want to be able to write back to your LDAP. I just saved that layout as the default, exited the mode, and I'm going to sign back in here as George Washington. Go to George's profile, and I want to edit it again. And you'll see now that I have a hobbies and education field. So I'm going to go ahead and cutting down trees, cherry trees that is, and he has plenty of education. And go ahead and save those changes. And that's how difficult it is to extend profiles. Not at all. That took about 30 seconds. That's a very exciting feature that we're adding. Another common request is to be able to edit key site terms. So I'm going to go ahead here and I'm going to go to the Site Administration panel. I'm going to go to the Content area in this new Site Terms tab. And from here, I'm actually able to edit any of the terms that have been originally used in the product. So if I don't want to use the term group or friends, I can go ahead and just edit this, type in a new word, such as colleagues, correctly. Save those changes. I'm going to do that over here too. Notice I kind of cheated a bit because I had some of this pre-populated. And now, when I go back to the home page of my site, now that the changes have been saved there, you'll see that it says topics instead of groups, add new topic. And in the People tab, it's saying my colleagues instead of my friends. So you can use whatever terms you want, whatever is appropriate for your community. The final feature that I'd like to go over is activity streams. Our rich integration with activity streams is similar to other social networking sites where instead of showing you a content-based view of the site, we're actually showing you an action timeline view. It shows you what the people and groups that you participate with are up to. So you can see here that George Washington, that's me, I see all the activity messages that I have, as well as my friend, Thomas Jefferson, and any events that happen in any groups that I belong to. So this, on the home page, is a quick view of being able to see exactly what's going on. I can go ahead also and enter any text as a form of status update. So inserting the status update, you can see that it posts. And from that, I can reply or any of my friends can reply. One of the neat things about these replies is that they go ahead and they're actually emailed to you. So you can stay up to date on these replies without having to check the home page of the site over and over again. I'm going to go ahead and go to the Continental Congress group that I created and scroll down, and I also can leave a group activity message. So this would just be broadcast to the people who are inside of my group. So I'm going to say I can't wait until we meet in Philadelphia. I'm going to post that, and you can see that it posts here and it says that it's posted in this group. Only group members will be able to see this. So that's a great way for me to broadcast quick little status updates just to groups of people instead of everybody. You can see here I also have some tabs for messages and just activity that I've done. And if we go back to the home page, you'll be able to see that these same filters exist on the home page as well. Messages and just activity that I've done, which is a great way of viewing history. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll back up here. And I want to find Thomas. Where is he? There's Thomas Jefferson. And I'm going to go ahead and I want to know what Tom's been up to. So I can go ahead, go to his profile, and you'll see yet another activity stream that just shows things that Thomas Jefferson has been up to. I hope you've enjoyed this brief overview of Telligent Enterprise. If you'd like to learn more, check us out at telligent.com.